Welcome to the Daily Influence, where our mission is to deliver a daily dose of positive influence that can uplift you personally or be shared within your sphere of influence. While not every episode may directly apply to your unique circumstances, we strive to provide insights and inspiration relevant to most people's daily, weekly, and monthly lives. Whether you are tuning in during the morning, noon, or night, the Daily Influence is here for you. Listen, share, and embrace the power of influence in your life. Hey everybody, Brian Smith here with the I and Team series and your Daily Influence. Today we're going to talk about what a lot of people talk about, but what I think can be tremendously misconstrued and misunderstood, and even oftentimes in a lot of circles can be a negative. And what I'm talking about is DEI, or diversity, equity, and inclusion. And to a lot of people, when we hear DEI, the first thing we think about is race, religion, or these other identifications or buckets that they put people into that literally divide us and cause us to almost instinctively, at the beginning of a conversation, create an us versus them. And I think that's where I want to focus today's talk on, is defining DEI in your area of influence. And look, if you're passionate about a group that you belong to and you are striving for more diversity for that group, I'm not talking about restricting that. If you want to be proud of a group and you want to be more included because you feel that that group isn't included as it should be, I'm not talking about not doing that. What I'm talking about is being very clear, being very specific about defining DEI for you and your area of influence. And for us at IA and the I and Team series, DEI is about everybody. Diversity is about bringing in everybody to a conversation who has something to give to that conversation. If you don't have influence in a topic, but you want to participate just because you want to feel included, but you don't have a stake, you don't really have an opinion, but you just want to increase the diversity of a group, that's not the right definition. It's not the right motivation. The right motivation for diversity is getting all of the people in the room who have influence on a topic in your area of influence and giving them an opportunity to participate, creating paths for people who want to move in whatever direction they want to move in within your organizations, within your areas of influence, not creating barriers of any kind for people based on things that don't have anything to do with the area of influence that you're working or that you have influence in. Holding somebody back because of race, gender, sexual preference, when they're the smartest person in the room, is just dumb business. It's dumb human action. The two don't really influence each other. Physical characteristics, generally speaking, most of the characteristics that we like to be bigoted about have nothing to do with the areas of influence where we try to segregate, other than they make the humans in that area feel better for some reason. And I skip over equity. DEI, I think, is in the wrong order, because I'm going to skip over equity for now and go to inclusion, because diversity, if you create it, inherently creates inclusion. And it's not hard to include people. We have an intern right now who knows very little about our organization. He's learning quickly, yet I want him to be included in everything we do. He is part of our DEI program in our company. We bring in these new people who have new ideas. We encourage them to speak up. We get him involved in the process. We invite him, and they ask questions. They make us think even more critically. How many times do we take for granted what's going on around us? As educated people, when we do that, we could miss things. Yet when we include more people, more diverse thoughts, different viewpoints, different approaches towards problem solving, different perceptions. We get a multi-dimensional view of whatever area of influence we're working in. And when we do that in an organization, that is when we create equity. When people feel like they can give of themselves, when they feel like they're being listened to and included, they will give more. And when people give more, they're giving equity in themselves into your organization, into the problem, and they themselves are getting equity back. They are becoming part of something that is bigger. They are learning how to be part of something that is bigger. And equity is built. It's not just money. Equity is built on investment. You can't have equity without investment. If you keep giving people things for free and don't get something back, there's no equity there. It'll eventually evaporate and go away. It'll eventually turn into something that isn't inclusive, that isn't diverse. But when we all give, we all get equity. And the equity grows because, as I've said, and you know that we believe in here at the I in Team series, I am we. And when we grow together, our equity grows together. DEI is not about bigoted buckets and solving those buckets. Yes, we still have to challenge ourselves to do better in those areas of influence. And yes, we do need to solve those problems. But in a free society, that's going to be a very hard thing to do. So how about we redefine DEI so that we take down the barriers, include everybody who has influence in whatever topic of influence you find yourself, an organization, a company, a department, a team. Grow it, build it with everybody, get everybody to invest, get everybody to listen, and grow your equity together. Tomorrow, you're going to have Greg with a guest, Christy Floriani, and they're going to be chatting as they do back and forth. And I'm not going to give it away because I really think that Greg is doing an amazing job with her interviews. And remember that our new book is going to be out June 5th, Responsible Influence, Build the I in Team. Goes along with our first two books, Individual Influence, Find the I in Team, and Positive Influence, Be the I in Team, all available on Amazon. I hope you'll tune in again tomorrow. Have a great day.